Her lips which whisper, like reeds on the wind, wet with moisture sprung from a well deep within, whispers, like the petals of an iris, the reedy blossom which weathers and is not trodden down for long. Fell Burgundy Iris, or Moses Cleaveland's Canterbury Tales, Book 8, line 2101. But was no more a dewdrop inn, but Dragon's Den, renamed had been, Catania's Inn, for rest and to repose. But bed and breakfast and a meal, no trollops for to cop a feel, on credit for to pay at later date, no trollops for a cop to feel, share of Catania, for which to deal, of ways and means and muckery, ere late. Of dread you know, he aired his beef, but quietly. Was Fred a thief? So, you say, he ambled for a reason. I would thus venture, he was indentured, his pension paid by misadventure. But he the reason 'twas dragon, ne'er in season. Matilda Sutter, she there no more, for left had she some time before. When Fred had died, she copped a ride for sure. But out the door and seen no more in Ashton, which she did abhor. Her taunts and goads in virtue, ever pure. To Sorsveth keep and dungeons deep, her kin be there, what fate to reap. In darkness dwelleth what fell host to find. They came for her, what will be done. An oath to scry, surpassed by none. What creatures of the night to claim her rind. For naughty had Matilda been, and evil always her best friend. A craven evil, for always did she lurk. A wanton killer ne'er to slight, but paranoid and full of spite, with poison mostly, how she did her work. For how she came to work for Fred, when left she had so many dead, with purpose not, rhyme indeed, or reason. She needed none to have her fun, waylaid, misled, and indeed done. Her ways and means but surely reeked of treason. New bedding was to be procured, with straw no more to be endured. Divest of bedbug nests, nay to protest. Divest they were of nesting sure, but fire were they. By fire but were their protests cured, their blighted bite and touch to put to rest. Divestments for which to invest, new plaster cured their protests bests. New curtains were amongst that which was proposed. And candles wicked with wax to stick, but proper lest they burn too quick. But boots before the lips indeed to lick. But spit shine service, nay to rant, of proper service with no cant. What boots to flaunt were shiny and did fit. A bootlicker, a role to play, submissive and indeed to stay. What jargon fell indeed did swell to hear. Of service wrought indeed to please, but with arrogance and rotten sleaze, for royalty at times for to endure. Faux royalty. It's faux as in fake. Faux royalty at times for to endear. Yeah. Yeah, it's in regards to bootlicking and butt kissing. Of hoofs to shine and mares to groom, but in the barn that happens too. A back to comb till forward came the ears. Kiss to the hooves they would forego, nay boots to lick as horses know. Upon the nose it goes, and not their rears. A grooming service for a tip, of boots to shine, just not with spit. To humbly cater but to the guests who'd stay. At Catania's Inn and Dragon's Den were welcome all indeed as friends, till friends not they do prove by vilest ways. What friends begot, what new-found bliss, for to behoove or indeed dis, ran the upstart, Janus the usurper. But for the hounds would come to pass, they feigning grace and flaunting class, as dragon limbs they both indeed were super. Both men of steel consumed by zeal, but would they rust, what packs did seal? Or snails before the salt were they to prove? But for to stack were they to lack, but hammered fit they front to back, seamless but fit they like a tongue and groove. No middle there but in between, but right and left for to demean, both warped but hammered where they came together. Connections there but in escrow, no raven or a crow to know. the floor to hold, for change they liked the weather. The dragon dead, but did they know that which they sought, but dust to blow? But sought they Erects for different reasons. The dragon's limbs they sought to be dust in the wind for all to see, to spite them all, the changing of the seasons. But nothing good could come of this, Catania indeed, for to dis. What knew they, her adventures underground? What knew they of the dragon's hands, but darkened dust in rusty bands? What knew they of Catania, ne'er renown? How knew of she ere to know, but honesty to fault to show? Were words exchanged from someone she did trust? When Floorjoy spoke, the floor did creak, was rotten wood indeed to speak, but hark before a foot below to thrust. To be replaced amid such fears, but every half a dozen years, what moisture for to seep up from below? For four boards in a rotten floor, a horse in halter would abhor, door to door across the open chamber. When Floorjoy spoke, indeed did know of rotten wood for to forego, should it spread, the chamber was in danger. Of skipping ropes and somersaults for harlequins and jesters sought, of tumblers tumbling, jugglers juggling need, of acrobats and gymnasts need, and dogs and ponies for to heed, or fools to find to fix the floor indeed. Of fools to dance upon the floor, to stomp and roll from door to door, for harlequins and tumblers to proceed, but sure to find the rotten wood and floor repairs to be withstood, the shit show but no longer comedy. Oh, same old stuff, Robel. How you doing?
Yeah, I've been better.
Yeah? Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. You didn't see that?
What happened?
On the corner?
No.
Well, somebody jumped out front of my car.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm cool.
Man.
Not worried about the police, so...
Yeah, wow.
So I just parked my shit. I'm not driving my car for the rest of the night.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, I'll see you later.
Yeah, take care. Have a good night. Of acrobats and gymnasts need, and dogs and ponies for to heed, of fools to find to fix the floor indeed, of fools to dance upon the floor, to stomp and roll from door to door, for harlequins and tumblers to proceed, but sure to find the rotten wood and floor repairs to be withstood, the shit show but no longer comedy. For way too long prolonged it be, it verging on but tragedy, what fools in folly found but for to lead. Within the swamps of Eberdeep, where pitch was mined for light to keep, for vermin pirate proxies took it over. For fairy fire and pitch begot, its magic thus indeed was sought, for fairy fire above the pitch did hover. The viaduct and trolls to fear, for fire not, for they too endear, and deeper muck to ruck between the breaks. The viaduct sundered by the trolls, for passage toll they would extort. The viaduct sundered by the trolls, for passage toll they would extort. The toll trolls proved to be the fellest rakes. The toll trolls whom were loathed by all, it but too soon to pay a call, so back to Jackal Mountain they would go. Of sheep and dead livestock to quell, for missing herds are hard to sell, the dogman for to find, indeed to know. Dug from her home, Sabrina the gnome, wandering, indeed did roam, prickly hair and personality. Demeanor like nettles be, when vexed like metal, indeed flowed she, to lowest terms reduced, no fraction be, but stable in molarity and stalwart in viscosity, but silence be her jam, a genius she. And I'll stop right there. Thank you for listening.